Whew. That's it, guys. That's all Mandy can handle. Whew. It's me. Check out Creepy Man. He was checking me out the entire time. I'm trying to, bicycle. So, yeah, whew. Freaking hot. Sweating down my back. Jeez. Whew. But I feel pretty good. And my back, my back and my leg doesn't hurt as bad as I thought it was going to. It kind of pinched the entire freaking time, which, you know, I can live with that. That's all good. Yeah. So, whew, seriously, I'm freaking tired. It was only like 20 minutes, but that's a lot for this fat girl. Oh my gosh, that's like a ton. So yeah, check out my shirt. This is my, I don't know if you see it very good. Hopefully, I'm trying to check in the mirror. Yeah, you can see it. This is my Goo Goo Dolls shirt. I got it during the Gutter Flower tour, like way back in the day. And last year, I was like a Goo Goo Dolls groupie zombie weird thing for Halloween. And so I cut the neck of it out, and I wore it today because it's pretty comfortable to like exercise in. And when my mom got home, she came in like right before I was getting on the bike, and she's like, oh. She's like, are you trying to, she was like, I can only imagine what you're going to look like when you lose all the weight that you want to. She's like, you're slutting it up. And I'm like, what? She's like, I've never seen your shoulder before. And I'm like, showing my shoulder is slutting it up. I'm like, you just wait till Mandy gets skinny. So, yeah, because then I'll really slut it up. Whatever, I don't care. So, yeah. I'm pretty much done now. See you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back to Two Fat Girls. It's me, Mandy. So yeah, as you can see from the little clip before, I totally exercised and totally destroyed me. It like totally kicked my ass. But I felt better after I done it. So that's all that matters. And yeah, like seriously, when I was because like there's a mirror in front of me, which is a long story where that mirror is there. But every time I would look up, I could see that creepy man in the mirror, and it almost made me want to pedal faster, like he was going to chase me. Oh, that thing is so creepy, and I have, like, begged them to take it out, and they won't take it out. I don't like him. Don't like him. He's gross. Don't like him. And he just, like I said, he totally just creeps me out. And they always leave that stupid door open, so every time I walk past the door, that man's just, like, standing there ominously, like, staring into space. But it's like, as soon as I know I walk by it, he's probably looking at me, thinking of ways he's going to kill me at night. I may have to start sleeping with my door locked. So yeah, my weigh-in today, like I told you on Wednesday, I would be happy with a maintain, which that's what I did. I had a feeling I was going to maintain just because, I've lost so much. I lost 7 pounds the past 2 weeks, and I'm like, okay, I haven't had a maintain in a long time, so I knew one was coming. So there it was. That was it. And I went up 0.1, which is basically nothing. I probably could have went pee and it would have went away, but I did it as soon as I got up, and I wasn't going to like redo it because I had to get ready for work, and I was already running late because I slept in like 5 minutes extra, and like 5 minutes extra will totally ruin me. So, let me think. Okay, and another reason why I was thinking I was either going to have a maintain or a gain was because remember I told you last week that I had to, I got distracted as usual looking at the TV. I like this movie. I was trying to watch this movie last night before I went to sleep, and it is The Search for John Gissing with Alan Rickman in it. And Alan Rickman, of course, totally steals the movie from everybody, and he has the most perfectly tailored, sharp, freaking angled pinstripe suits in this movie, like, than ever. And the little glasses he has on are so cute. That's totally besides the point. What was I talking about? The reason why I thought I was going to have a game this week was because I had to bake my parents like the wedding cake, which is right here. And then we also made lasagna, which was delicious. And it is right here. Bing. And but we like whenever I make lasagna, I always put vegetables in it. You want me to do it again? Let's do it again. Bing. And right there was that, and like Bug eats it, and she never ever notices. Like I would love to put more vegetables and meat in it, but if I make it like that, nobody else will eat it. So yeah, like what I do is I take the zucchini and carrots and I just shred it. And you know, by the time you cook it, it cooks down and you can't even tell it's in there. It just mixes in with the sauce and the ground beef. You don't even know that it's in there. And Bug eats it. And she's 7 and she has never said a thing about it. The first time I made it, she was kind of like, "What's this green thing?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's in the sauce." And I said, "That's how it comes." And she ate it and she's never said anything. And she's watched me like shred that stuff. And usually I would have put more in there, but that was all I had on hand that day. Um, yeah. So, what else? I totally learned what Tom is. When all the girls on their way in say, "Oh, Tom came to visit me this week," time of the month. OMG. So, yeah, I told you guys I don't know text language. I don't know chat room language. The only time I have ever been in a chat room, and it was like, lip gloss right there, sorry. And it was like once, like a bazillion years ago, and like the Goo Dolls, this is like in the 90s when chat rooms were cool, and the Goo Dolls had like this chat thing, and I got on there and I did it, and it moved way too fast for my mind. I just couldn't keep up. And yeah, that's the only time I've ever been in a chat room. So I kept thinking, who the hell is Tom? And he must know everybody. And then one day I was watching a video and it totally clicked. Like, Tom! Tom! But, yeah. I don't like Tom. I much prefer, like, when Alicia Silverstone in Clueless, when she says, when Mr. Hall says, you know, she had all these tardies, and she's like, "Oh, when was this last alleged tardy?" And then what does he say? He says whenever it was, and she's like, "Oh," she's like, "Yeah," she's like, she's like, "I was surfing the Crimson Wave, and I had to haul ass to the ladies." Yeah, I like that better. I just think it's funnier, and every time I think of that, that's what I think of is, yeah, Clueless, because that's a great movie. Um, Let me think. I have my stuff written down that I was going to talk to you about, and I think I've already talked to you about it. So this may be a really short video this week. Yeah. Um. So yeah, in that one picture that I put up, it's of my mom and my dad and like Bug, and that is my grandma. But Bug is 7, and 7 years ago, August 1st, on their anniversary 7 years ago, they went away for the weekend. And that's what happens when mommies and daddies go away for the weekends on their anniversaries. Mommy comes back knocked up. So yeah, that's what I've always told my mom. I'm like, "Oh, you freaking got knocked up at 39, Mom? For real?" I'm like, "I am 22. I am too young to have a sister." But most of the time people think she's mine anyway. And half the time I act like she's mine. Sometimes my mom has to be like, "Mandy, remember who the mom is?" And I'm like, "You know what, Mom? You just need to zip it because I'm right." No, sometimes I do. Because I do kind of spoil her. And I am pretty much like second mom. And she knows usually, this is so bad, but she knows if mom tells her no, I'm going to tell her yes, usually. Or if mom's like, "No, you can't get that," I'll buy it for her like 2 days later. So, but you know what? She's good. She does her homework. You don't ever have any problems with her at school. So she's a good kid. Yeah. That got way off subject though. But they still haven't showed Rickman yet. I was hoping they would show Rickman and you could see him in his pinstripe suit. You know what? I'm just gonna put a picture of Alan Rickman in the Search for John Kissing at the very end of this so you can see how sharp his suits are. How freaking cute he is in his glasses. OMG. And you know what? I totally just realized, I know this is turning into like an Alan Rickman ramble and you can totally shut it off right now because nothing else interesting is going to happen. But Alan Rickman was my first celebrity crush when I was like, let's see. Sense and Sensibility came out in 96. So I was like 10, I was like 14. He was my very first celebrity crush, and for some reason I kept thinking it was David Duchovny from X-Files. But it's not, it's Alan Rickman. Yay! So, okay guys, see you next time.